Okay, so today we are going to start the first lesson. Okay, it's about the cube root of the rational number. The cube root of rational number. First point, guys, we discussed before the square root. Okay, so square root of a number means, for example, square root of 16. This means, okay, a number which is multiplied by itself, which will equal 16. So simply, we said that 16 equals 4 times 4. So number 4 multiplied by itself 2 times. Okay, so the square root of 16 equal 4. Here in the cubic root, it will be the same concept, but the difference will be that the number will be multiplied by itself 3 times. For example, if there is a cubic root of 8, so I will just look for a number which multiplied by itself 3 times and will equal 8. So actually 8 equals 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. So now we can get the cubic root. So cubic root of 8 will equal 2. One more example related to that. If there is another number like 64, so I want to get the cubic root of 64. All of us knows that 64 equals 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, so 4 multiplied by itself here 3 times, as we said. So now the cubic root of 64 will equal 4. Okay? The next point, if there is a negative number like negative 64, and we want to get the cubic root of negative 64, okay? Here, the cubic root of the number, okay, will equal the same sign, okay, with the same number. I mean, if it's a negative, so the cubic root will equal negative, okay? So cubic root of negative 64, as we get it before, here equal 4, so but here negative numbers, so negative 4. Okay, but how it will equal negative 4? Because simply negative 64 equal negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. So negative 4 multiplied by itself 3 times. The first 2 times, the negative 4 and the negative 4 is positive 16. Again, times negative 4, so it will equal negative 64. So the cubic root of negative 64 equal negative 4. So general rule, guys. If the cubic root of a positive, it will equal positive. If the cubic root of a negative, it will equal negative. Okay? Do we have any questions? Okay, so now, if there is a number like 216, and I want to get the cubic root of this number. Guys, actually, it's very easy to get the cubic root of any number using the calculator, but there is one method, okay? We can get the cubic root without using the calculator. How? Like the square root. Before solving this one, I will remind you with the square root. If there is a square root of a number like 64, we said that simply we can factorize this number to its prime factor. Divided by 2, it will equal 32. Then divided by 2 again, it will equal 16. Then by 2, it will equal 8. Then one more time by 2, it will equal 4. By 2, and it will equal 2. Then divided again by 2, it will equal 1. We said that the number multiplied by itself 2 times. So here, 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So the square root for this number, we are going to take the number 2 only one time from each 2 times. So this means it's 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal 8. So the square root of 64 equal 8. Okay, the same concept for the cubic root, but we are going to check the numbers which are repeated 3 times, not 2 times, like this. This 2 times because it's a square root, but on the case of cubic root, 3 times. Now, let's check that number which we wrote it on the board. The cubic root of 216. 216. Factorize this number to its prime factors. So simply, I can divide it by 2, so it will equal 108. Then again by 2, it will equal 54. Divide it one more time by 2, it will equal 27. 27 is not divisible by 2, then I can try to divide it by 3. Yes, it's divisible by 3. Then divide it by 3, it will equal 9. Then again by 3, it will equal 3. Then 3 by 3 will equal 1. Now, number 2 repeated 3 times, and number 3 repeated 3 times. So 1 time from the 2, 1 time from 3. So this means 2 times the 3, this number and this number. So the cubic root will equal 2 times the 3, which will equal 6. So actually, the cubic root of 216 equals 6. Okay, guys? Okay, let's continue. One more example. If I want to get the cubic root of negative 8 over 125. Okay, again, by factorization, negative 8, I'm going to divide it by 2. Okay, so it will equal negative 4. Divided by 2, negative 2. Divided by 2, it will equal negative 1. Okay, so by the way, guys, I can ignore the sign. Okay, then place the sign because we said that if the number is negative, so the cubic root will be negative. So no need to add the sign. Okay, so here 2 repeated 3 times. So the cubic root here will equal 2. But here negative 8, so negative 2. Then what about 125? 125. I'm going to divide it by 5 because 125 is divisible by 5. So it will equal 25. Then divide it one more time by 5 to equal 5. Then divide it by 5 to equal 1. Also 5 repeated 3 times. So the cubic root will equal only 5. So here the cubic root of negative 8 over 125 will equal 5. Okay. One more example. If there is a number like 0.064 and I want to get the cubic root of this number, so actually this number means it's the cubic root of 64 over 1000, right? So cubic root of 64, we got it before, it will equal 4 and 1000 equal 10. Okay, so it will equal 4 over 10, which is equal 0.4 as a decimal point or a decimal form. Okay, so let's check 1000. Okay, to make sure that our answer is correct, 1000, factorize it. I'm going to divide it by 10, so it will equal 100, again by 10, so it will equal 10, then by 10 it will equal 1. Here 3 repeated 3 times, as we said, so the cubic root of 1000 will equal 10. Okay, one more question. If there is a cubic root of 3 and 3 over 8, now it's a mixed number. So what will be the first step? The first step, I'm going to convert it into improper fraction. Okay, so first we have to convert the mixed number into improper fraction. So simply it will equal the cubic root of 3 times 8 equal 24 plus 3 equal, so here times and here plus. 3 times 8, 24 plus 3, 27, then over 8. So it will equal cubic root of 27, 27 cubic root equal 3, and the cubic root of 8 equal 2. So it will equal 3 over 2. Okay, now guys, if I want to check the most common numbers and their cubic root, like cubic root of 8, this one will equal 2. cubic root of 27 equal 3. Cubic root of 64, this one will equal 4. Cubic root of 125, it will equal 5. So this is the most common cubic roots we are using. Okay, guys? Okay, now the next point is some general rules. The first rule, if I want to get the cubic root of a to the power 3, so simply it will equal a. So if we want to solve one example related to this, if there is a cubic root of 5 to the power 3, so simply, guys, we said that it will equal 5. Okay? Because cubic root of a to the power 3 equal a. Okay? If it's like this, cubic root of -5 to the power 3, so also it will equal the number, so -5. Okay. The next point, if x power 3 equal 8, so now this one is power 3, so we have to get the cubic root for the two sides. So cubic root of x power 3 will equal cubic root for 8. Now x will equal 2. Okay, guys, are we clear till now? Okay, the next point, how to solve the equations, okay, with power 3 or the cubic equations, I mean. Like this one, solve the following equation, 40x to the power 3 minus 1 equal -136. So the first step, as usual, guys, as we said, the variable will be in one side and then numbers will be on different sides. So 40x to the power 3 will equal, now shift -1 to the next side. So -136, then change the sign of the number. So +1. So 40x power 3 will equal -135. Now divide, okay, the two sides of the equation, okay, by 40 to get x to the power 3. So x to the power 3 will equal -135 over 40. Okay. If I want to get the cubic root for this numbers, actually 40 doesn't have a cubic root and also 135. So I can simplify it first. Okay. So divide the two sides by 5. Okay. The two terms, I mean, by 5. So it will equal -27 over 8. Now we can get the cubic root. So x will equal the cubic root of -27 over 8, which will equal -27 means a -3 and 8 means 2. So x will equal -3 over 2. Okay, so that was the first question. Before we start the next one, I want to confirm that all of you understand this one. Okay, the next question, find the solution set of the following equation. 27 x to the power 3 minus 2 equals 62. Again, the same procedures. The variable in one side, so 27x to the power 3 equal, then shift the -2 to this side and change the sign. It was negative, so it will become a positive. 62 plus 2. Now 27x to the power 3 equals 64. Now I want to get the x to the power 3. It will equal, divide the two sides by the coefficient of x power 3. So 64 over 27. Now x will equal the cubic root of this numbers, 64 over 27. We just said that the cubic root of 64 equal 4 and the cubic root of 27 equal 3. Then the last step, the solution set will equal the set of 4 over 3. That's it. Okay. Okay. The next part is a simple revision on some rules we studied it before in geometry. Okay. Okay. So I want to remind you with the cube. Actually, the cube is like this one. Simply, guys, we said that the volume of the cube, volume equal the length times width times height. But here, the cube actually, each face is a square. So this means if this one is length, so this one will be the same, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So all side length are equal. So we can say that the volume of the cube equal the side length times itself times itself. So this is the first point, it's the volume. Okay, so volume of the cube equal the side length or the edge length times itself times itself. Okay, the next point, if I want to get the area of one face of this cube, one face like this face, this blue one, we just said that it's a square. So what will be the area of the square? Area of one face, which is a square, equal, of course, the side length times itself because it's a square. So side times itself. Okay, I will change this letters as S. So this is the sides, side length, side length, side length. And as we said, all are equal in length. So the area of one face means area of one of these squares. So it will equal the side times itself. Okay. The next point, we studied the lateral area and the total area. 1 second, I'm going to clear the board. This is the cube. Actually, the cube has 6 faces. Okay, so the 6 faces, okay, on the cube, each one is square. So the first point, if I wanted to get the lateral area, actually lateral area is the area of the faces which are not bases. Okay, so of course, if this one is a base, so the opposite one also will be a base. So now, the lateral area equal the area of faces, which is not bases. So only 4. So 4 times area of one face. Okay. Then the total area. Total area means the area of all faces. How many faces do we have? We said that 6. So 6 times area of one face. Of one face. So that was the general rules for the lateral area and the total area for the cube. Are we clear till now, guys? Okay, one example related to this. If there is a cube like this one, the side length equal 5 centimeters. So if I want to get the volume, volume will equal side length times itself times itself. So simply it will equal 5 times 5 times 5. which is equal 125 cubic centimeters. Okay. If I want to get the lateral area, we said that lateral area equal 4 times area of face. So lateral area will equal 4 times area of face. We said that the face is a square. Its side length is 5. So the area will equal 5 times 5. Area of face 5 times 5. So it will equal 4 times 5 means 20 times 5 means 100 squared centimeters. Then what about the total area? We said that the area of 6 faces. So 6 times area of face. So it will equal 6 times area of face, 5 times 5, 5 times 5. So it will equal 150 squared centimeters. Okay? The next point, if there is a cube and its volume equal 8 cubic centimeters, find the side length. We know that the volume equals the side times itself, right? So this means the side length simply will equal the cubic root of the volume, because it's the side length multiplied by itself 3 times. So side length will equal cubic root of 8, which is equal to centimeters. Are we clear about that, guys? Okay, let's continue. The next part is about the sphere. Also, we studied that before. Actually, the rule of the volume of the sphere, volume of sphere equal 4 over 3 by r to the power 3. Okay? 4 over 3, actually it's a number. Pi, we know the value of pi. It can equal 22 over 7 or 3.14. This one or this one is the value of pi. Okay? And also it will be given in any question. But now, what will be this one, r to the power 3? R actually is the radius. Okay? R is the radius of the sphere. So again, the rule of the volume of the sphere, volume equal 4 over 3 by r to the power 3. Okay, let's solve one question, okay, so that we can understand this point. Find the length of a vessel, okay, of a shape of cube. There is a vessel, its shape is a cube, okay. If its capacity equal 8 liters. Okay. To get the side length or edge length of this vessel, and it's a cube shaped, okay, and its capacity is 8 liters. By the way, capacity is a measurement unit for volume, okay, but in liters. So first point, we have to convert the capacity from liter to cubic centimeters. 1 liter actually equals 1000 cubic centimeters. So now the capacity will equal 8 liters times 1000, which is equal 8000 cubic centimeters. Now it's very easy to get the side length. Side length of the cube will equal the cubic root of 8000. Cubic root of 8000 using the calculator, it will equal 20 centimeter. So that was one example on the cube. So do we have any questions till now, guys, before we start another question on the sphere? Okay, the next question on the sphere. Find radius of a sphere where its volume equal 36 over 125 by cubic centimeters. Okay. In this case, guys, we just said that the volume of the sphere, the rule equal 4 over 3 by r to the power 3. So this means this volume, or the rule of the volume, equals this value. So 4 over 3 by r to the power 3 will equal 36 over 125 by. Now, guys, we can simplify the two sides by terminating by from here and here, or dividing the two sides by that one by. So now 4 over 3 r to the power 3 equal 36 over 125. Now, r to the power 3 will equal this value divided by this value, the coefficient. So 36 over 125 divided by 4 over 3. We said that division by fractions, we can change it from division into multiplication and flip the number. So times 3 over 4. Okay? So now r to the power 3 will equal, using the calculator here, 3 times 36, 108. Okay? And 125 times 4 equal 500. Now I want to get the cubic root for this value so that I can get the radius. Okay? And instead of multiplying these numbers, guys, we can simplify it directly while multiplication, like this. Here we can divide the 36 by 4, so it will equal 9, and 3 and 125, it will equal 125 divided by 3. I think it's not divisible. No. So it will equal, just 1 second to check. We will keep it like this because it's not divisible by 3. So 3 times 9 equal 27 and over 125. Now we can get the radius. It will equal the cubic root of this value, 27 over 125. Cubic root of 27 equal 3. Cubic root of 125 equal 5. So the radius length of the sphere equal 3 over 5 centimeter. Okay? There is one more part. Just 1 second. I want to check first if all of us understand this point. Okay. Next question. Find the diameter of sphere if the volume equal 38,808 cubic centimeters, knowing that pi equal 22 over 7. Okay. On the previous question, we got the radius. Here, we want to get the diameter. Guys, actually, diameter equal to r, right? So we have to get the radius and multiply it by r. Okay? So first step, we have the volume here. So what will be the rule of the volume? Volume equal 4 over 3 by r to the power 3. Okay. So here on the question, the volume is given. So 38,808 equals 4/3. Then boy equal 22/7 times 22/7 times the radius to the power 3. So now r to the power 3 will equal this number divided by this one. This one actually equals, I'm going to simplify it first, 38808, and this one 4 times 22 equal 88/21, r to the power 3 to be more easy. So r to the power 3 will equal 38,808 divided by this fraction. So this means multiplied by 21/88. Okay, so now r to the power 3 using the calculator will equal 9,261. Now it's very easy to get the radius using the calculator. Radius will equal cubic root of this value, 9,261. So the radius will equal, by using the calculator, guys, to equal 21 centimeters. But here in the question, I wanted to get the diameter. I told you diameter is twice the radius. So diameter will equal 2r, which is equal 2 times 21, which will equal 2 times 21, so equal 42 centimeters. Okay, guys, hopefully all of you understands this point. Okay, and we reached the end of our session right now. See you on the next session, guys. Bye.